Make a list of the things that are truly important for you to find in a partner, and then be that list. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. That's my K of there. If you are new here, probably you're seeing me for the first time. My name is Esther. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's episode, we'll be talking about discovering yourself before getting into a relationship, before jumping into that relationship. We'll be talking about essential steps needed for you to take before you start a relationship, before you start that relationship. If you feel the pull of a would-be relationship, you want to take a pause, breathe, breathe, take a breather, and ask yourself if you are truly ready. Mhm. Are you ready to start a relationship? And why is this so important? First, you want to discover yourself, then evaluate yourself. In doing this, you not only find clarity, peace, you'd also discover yourself along the way. If you are in your single era, enjoy the process, enjoy the moment. It's a time for you to reflect, discover a lot of things about yourself, develop new skills, pick up new skills, polish and brush your potentials, and just literally build yourself and work on yourself, your personality, your style. Along the way, you learn to practice and cultivate genuine self love, because really, you can't give what you don't have. No. So sit back and let's begin our journey. Let's go on our journey of self evaluation, self discovery, self growth to enable us build a strong foundation for our relationship. As building a strong foundation is key to a healthy relationship, and it's actually one of the most important aspects in ensuring stability in the relationship. But before we start, hit that subscribe button if you are yet to. If you are not subscribed yet, do subscribe and ring your notification bell so you don't miss out on more helpful and valuable content. Now, let's begin. A lot of times, yeah, people go into relationship or start a relationship too official, too formal, in my opinion. I believe that relationship should begin on a friendship level. I know that not all relationships start as both partners becoming friends, but I feel that that's one of the um, best way to begin a healthy relationship, because your friends, there's no forming, there's no faking, there's no pretense whatsoever. And I also think that you should find a way to be in the environment of the person you're most likely to be in a relationship with, to see them, how they behave, how they uh, behave in their natural state, how they relate with people, how they treat others. That way, it would help you make informed decisions. All right. So, I have 12 key areas we will be focusing on today. The first one is knowing your values. Having to understand and identify your values will help you make decisions that aligns with your true self. If one of your values is honesty, you will prioritize honesty in your relationship and avoid situations or people who compromise that value. Reflect on your values. Evaluate yourself. What are the things that matter to you? What are the things you stand for? You could also reflect on your values by making a journal, writing out the things that um, you believe are your values, the things that you stand for. You could also talk to a trusted friend. Identify areas in your life when you felt most fulfilled. And that's a starting point. Now, the second key area is emotional awareness. Get in touch with your emotions. Understand how you feel in different situations and learn to express yourself clearly. You can start by first being open about your feelings. If you're feeling upset about something, instead of bottling it up like most of us would often do, it's best you state clearly how you feel. You could say, I feel odd when you do certain things, or I feel odd when you cancel plans without letting me know in advance, or I feel odd when you say things or when you do things like this or when you speak in this manner because it makes me feel. So you're stating how you feel, and you're letting the other person know that it makes you feel a certain type of way. And when you're doing this, you want to be calm and subtle in your approach, but firmly. You can also practice mindfulness or meditation to become more aware of your emotions. Take time out, regularly check in with yourself throughout the day to see your progress, to see how far you've gone, to see how well you are improving, and things you need to keep doing to improve and become more aware of your emotions. And then you want to work on your communication skills. Having effective communication in a relationship is important. It's crucial to having a healthy relationship, as it is the foundation to having a healthy relationship, to communicating effectively, knowing what you want, knowing your needs, how to go about it, and how to communicate that effectively is important. And to excel in this, you need to practice active listening. Be in that conversation. Be in that conversation. And you can also learn effective communication techniques. You can read up books, you can take courses to help you better your communication skills. We're imperfect, so there's need to always learn, keep learning how to communicate our feelings, our emotions, what we need, while we need it. That way it's easier to talk about it. How you feel from a person's action stirs up reaction. So there's need to communicate your feelings effectively, to learn these effective communication techniques. And you can also practice communication skills. You can practice to better your communication skills by actively listening to those around you, friends, family members, even your colleagues. And then the self-love. You need to first love yourself before you can be able to love someone else fully. Practice self-love. Treat yourself with kindness, with compassion. Take yourself on a treat. Prioritize self-care. Meditate. Identify areas you want to improve on and better yourself. Treat yourself right. Love yourself. Embrace your flaws. Accept your flaws. If there are things you can't work on, embrace them. There are things that make you unique. Celebrate your strengths. Remind yourself of your worth daily. Practice positive affirmations. Practice self care. You can also create a self care routine that involves activities that you love to do that will give you that boost, that confidence, that morale that you need to love yourself. You need to practice, inculcate the habit of self love, accepting your flaws, accepting yourself. If there are flaws you can work on, kindly do. And if they are not, accept them and embrace them because they are what make you unique. Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, no one will. And if you're not ready to love yourself, how would you be able to love someone else fully? So practice self-love. It's important. And the next key area is to set boundaries. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Normalize saying no. It doesn't make you selfish. You are only looking out for yourself. Know your limits and communicate them clearly. Boundaries are essential to maintain healthy balance in relationships. For instance, if you need time to recharge, you need time to meditate or to just be, communicate, communicate that clearly by saying, "Oh, I value our time together, but I need time to recharge. I need time to meditate, to self-reflect." It only shows that you value yourself and you value your relationship. Identify your personal boundaries and practice asserting them in everyday situations. Now, the next key area to focus on is to deal with baggage, past baggage, present baggage, baggages. Take time to heal from your past and heal from any form and every form of emotional baggage. And in doing this, in dealing with baggages, you need to be first brutally honest with yourself. You need to be brutally honest with yourself. You need to look inward. You need to be sincere. I mean, brutally honest with yourself. You have to take responsibility for yourself. Stop playing the blame game. Don't play the blame game. Deal with whatever negative emotions that you're feeling. Consider seeing a therapist or a counselor if you can afford to. Write messages to yourself or your past partners to process and release old emotions. Another key area to focus on is financial responsibility. Take charge of your finances and develop good money management skills. Track your expenses, create a budget, save what you can, invest in what you can spare for the future, but most importantly, avoid unnecessary debts. Avoid unnecessary debts. Financial stability gives you that peace, not just in relationships. Personally, it gives you that peace, it gives you that security. And one of the most important key areas to also focus on in discovering yourself as you are enjoying your singleness, your single era, is self-reflection. Self-reflection is essential. Self-reflection is essential. Reflect on your thoughts. Reflect on your thoughts, your actions, and your behaviors. Identify areas for growth and constantly strive to become the best version of yourself. Ask yourself why you do certain things, the reason you do certain things, and also pay attention to knowing what you need to feel loved, to feel appreciated, to feel valued, to feel prioritized. Also pay attention to your own default. You need to first know yourself intimately to be able to love intimately. Journaling is also a powerful tool for self-reflection, to gain insight into yourself. Write out your experiences, your feelings, your thoughts, to look inwardly, to gain insight into yourself. Self-reflection is about looking yourself in the mirror, deep beyond the surface level. Set aside some time each week for self-reflection, for self-evaluation. Ask yourself certain questions like, what did I do better this week? What did I learn? What did I do or not do right? And how can I improve? And next, we have conflict resolution. Avoid being defensive when trying to resolve a conflict. There's need to always communicate changing feelings and needs at all times. Instead of you resorting to blame and anger during a disagreement, yeah, practice active listening and seek common grounds to find solutions together. Work on being a safe space, a safe place for your partner. Now, the next key focus area is empathy. I don't think a relationship can work without empathy. Empathy is you striving to understand your partner's perspective and feelings. It's stepping into their shoes, being considerate, being compassionate, showing compassion. You may not be able to fix everything or fix it at all, but being kind hearted, being supportive makes a difference. You can practice empathy in your daily interactions. Listen to people without interrupting them and validate their feelings. And the last and final key area we are focusing on is goal alignment. Yes, ensure that your goals and your values align with your potential partners. Uh, you want to be on the same page. What are your value system? You have to clarify your goals and your values. And most importantly, you want to be in a relationship with someone that supports your aspirations and vice versa. That was quite a list. But trust me, you want to ensure that you discover yourself early. These key focus areas are crucial for personal growth and to ensure success in your relationships. Because nobody wants a failed relationship. Nobody goes into a relationship with the aim and focus that they want it to fail. So, how do you know when to start, where to start, and how to start? When to start? Start now. The earlier, the better. There's no perfect time to starting. You'll be more equipped and be prepared. Where to start? Anywhere that feels comfortable and safe. It could be nature, it could be at home, it could be in your bedroom or your living room. Place that you can reflect, you can meditate, you can take time to evaluate yourself. How to start? Break it down into small manageable steps for ease. You don't have to tackle everything at once. You necessarily don't have to do everything at once. Just focus on one or two areas at a time. Remember that relationships are beautiful, but they're also a journey. So take time to focus on yourself, to build yourself, to discover yourself, so that you can be the best version of yourself for you and your future partner. The most fulfilling relationships stem from individuals who have taken the time to understand and love themselves first. So embrace this journey of self discovery, evaluating yourself, and when the time is right, you'll be ready to welcome love into your life with open arms. So I saw somewhere where someone asked someone, what is the worst advice? What is the worst relationship advice is ever been given, and what is the best relationship advice is ever been given? So let me start with the worst advice he talked about, and most of us have heard this several times, more than often I would say. So the worst advice he mentioned is this saying we usually hear: be in a relationship with someone that loves you more than you love them. How does that make sense? Make it make sense. That's being inconsiderate. That's being selfish. One-sided love will over time create resentment. What happens to being in a relationship where there's mutual love, there's mutual respect? Why can't you be in a relationship that fosters mutual love and mutual respect? This saying of being in a relationship with someone that loves you more than you love them just doesn't make sense to me. No, it just doesn't. Mm-mm. Excuse yourself from that relationship where the love is one sided. Remove yourself. Now, the best relationship advice he talked about: make a list of the things that are truly important for you to find in a partner, and then be that list. Do you know we always want this, and I want you to be this, I want this in a partner, and this and that, and all of those features and characteristics? Why not first try being that? Relationship will be uh, amazing, fulfilling, and exciting. Yeah, and that is all we can take on the episode. On this episode, that's all we can take for today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you are yet to, and ring your notification bell so you don't miss out on more helpful and engaging, educating, and enlightening content. If you have any questions or you want to share your experience, leave them in the comment section. I'll respond to them, and let's get talking. Uh, take good care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep growing. Keep discovering yourself. Keep improving, becoming a better person. Build that person you want to be, that you desire to be. And yes, I'll see you in my next video. Have a good day.